Okay, in this video we're going to talk about this leg right here. We're going to talk about switched technologies, and in this case circuit switching, which was done primarily by the phone company. PSTN is the public switch telephone network. In other words, the plain old telephone system. We sometimes call it that, POTS, plain old telephone system, but its real name is PSTN. And then we're going to talk about the Isdn, as well as a little bit of reminder about DSL, and we're going to contrast these two. You could actually put DSL over here, and it would be okay. So it's a little bit difficult to talk about these sometimes because it's hard to categorize them. Well, originally, in order to talk over the telephone network, what we did is we would use a modem. A modem would take a digital signal from our computer, turn it into an audio signal, and then that audio signal go across the phone system, and at the other end, the modem at the other end would turn that audio signal back into a digital signal. Very, very slow, but eventually we got up to about 54 megabits per second doing that. We have already talked a little bit about DSL. Now, DSL, remember, was to take that audio portion of the line between the central office, the CO, and your phone, which was analog, and to digitize it so that you could hook your computer up to this thing, and the bottom 4,000 hertz was used for your voice. The rest of it was used for digital data in this DSL system. And it was an always-on connection. Basically, you always had a phone call open, and you could talk digitally across this line. There was another system that the telephone network used called Isdn, or Integrated Services Digital Network, which allowed digitization of signals, and it was circuit switched, as we see up here, circuit switch technology. However, rather than being always on, it required dialing up the number, transferring the digital information, and then disconnecting that line. And so it did have a little bit of difference from DSL, and of course there were quite a few different technical differences as well. But these were the three ways that we did it. We could use a modem, we could use DSL, or we could use Isdn early on in order to move digital data across the telephone network.